Something's Brewing takes us to New Haven to East Rock Brewing Company. They're a German-style brewery that opened about 4 weeks ago. Now they have some easy drinking beers with some big pours. I mean, really, what more could you want? Tim Wilson joining us now, owner of East Rock Brewing Company. Hi, Tim.
Hey, how are you, Courtney?
Good, thanks for having us.
Oh, thanks for coming down.
So this is a family business.
That's right. My brother Sean and I are the owner-operators here, and our middle brother Chris is a investor who lives in Brooklyn.
What made you decide to open a brewery?
Well, I've been brewing professionally for about 10 years, primarily in the Boston region. I was formerly the quality manager at Jack's Abbey Brewing Company, one of the premier lager breweries here in the Northeast. And I've always had a bit of an entrepreneurial drive in me. Sean and I's father is a small businessman up in Hartford, and growing up we experienced all the ups and downs of owning a small business, and we wanted to try it out ourselves.
All right, so here you are.
Yep, that's right.
All right, so we're going to talk about 4 beers today. The first one is a golden lager.
Yes, our Helles Lager is a German-style golden lager. It's a very easy drinking style of beer, and it's commonly found in the Bavaria and Munich area of Germany. So as opposed to the majority of Pilsners out there, our Helles Lager is a little bit more malt forward and a little bit more mild in bitterness. So it's our easiest drinking and most approachable style that we have on tap here.
The second one is an Oktoberfest, because we're still into fall here.
That's right. Yeah, I'd like to mention that we're a German-inspired brewery. So when you come down here to the beer hall, or you see our beers out in the market on the shelves or on tap, you're always going to see a lager or a wheat beer. And some of them may be traditional, and some of them may be a little bit more inspired. So yeah, the Oktoberfest is a full-bodied amber lager that's been a favorite here at our beer hall and out in the market. So we sold out of it this year in roughly 4 to 5 weeks, so next year we may have to plan a little bit differently.
So I guess it's good.
It's delicious, yeah.
And then you have a German-style wheat we will also want to talk about.
That's right. Our Weiss beer is a traditional German-style wheat beer. So as opposed to the dominant flavor profile being hops or barley, the flavor profile primarily comes from the yeast and the fermentation process. So when you try our Weiss beer, you should expect a pronounced flavor of banana and cloves, as opposed to something a little malty or hoppy. But it's a very refreshing style of beer.
And last but not least, the India Pale Lager, as opposed to the IPAs.
That's right, yeah. Instead of making an IPA, we make an India Pale Lager. And the lager yeast ferments at a very cold temperature, which produces a very clean and crisp profile to the beer. And we find it to be a really refreshing take from the kind of bulk of IPAs that are out there.
So we want to introduce Sean, everyone. Give everyone a wave.
Hey, everyone.
This is the other owner. Your other brother couldn't join us, but we're still thinking of him. So you have an event coming up, right? You have a winter beer coming out.
Yeah, we have a beer release coming up. So on Tuesday the 13th, we'll be coming out with our black lager. We're packaging it on Monday, so it'll be available at our current accounts in kegs and in bottles as early as Tuesday. And then it'll also be on tap at the beer hall on Wednesday.
Perfect. And then can we just talk about your pours?
Sure, yeah.
These are big.
They are a little bit bigger than your normal pour.
I mean, I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying.
In Germany, this is a proper pour.
Right.
So it's a half-liter beer instead of the typical 12 or 14-ounce glass that you're accustomed to here in the U.S.
All right. Well, congratulations. 4 weeks going strong.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. All right, Something's
Cheers.
Brewing at East
Cheers.
Rock Brewing Company. Cheers.